questions? Matthew.
I wanted to ask, I mean, now, this morning or today, the election results of the contested and boycotted election in Burundi were announced, but I wanted to ask, one, if you have a comment on that, but as to yesterday's comment about the elections being broadly peaceful, there's an Amnesty International report that came out that describes police abuse of peaceful opponents. The EAC has also said that the conditions weren't free and fair. So it seems like what the Secretary General said is at odds with what Amnesty International and the EAC said.
So let's
explain
parse
it?
that. Let's parse that a
Yeah,
little bit.
please.
So starting from when the Secretary General took note of the
Yep.
broadly peaceful elections, he had expressed his concern both in the run-up to and after the election period of potential violence. And what he meant to say was given all the concerns and the fears of, a massive wave of violence, relatively speaking, he noted that it was broadly peaceful. And your first question was, on the election results. We've seen the reports, we're studying them, and as we've said this week, we have a Security Council mandated observer mission called MENUB on the ground, and we are awaiting their assessment, which should be coming in the next couple of days, we hope.
And if I can, and I appreciate that. I guess, and I tried to ask this yesterday, but I just want to ask again because I've at least received a lot of communications from Burundi of people that thought that the Secretary General's statement was basically saying the election is fine, which is not,
He didn't say the election was fine.
Broadly peaceful.
Broadly, he said
Yeah.
the broadly peaceful conduct of polling, which is not to, which is just to mention that, again, just to reinforce again that he had expressed his concerns in the lead up to the election about the potential for massive violence. And given that, he was taking note of the fact that it was broadly peaceful.
But has MENA communicated anything to him? I guess that's what I'm asking.
I mean, the Secretary General obviously made, his statement, taking into account reports from our colleagues on the ground. So, we don't operate in a vacuum, as you know. So, anybody?